Hi everyone, here we are once again. My name is Salsa. Last time I showed you guys the unboxing of the Kickstarter, the latest Kickstarter for a DC deck building game. And today we're gonna check out in this little in-depth video of the DC Bombshells expansion pack, the crossover pack number 9. Okay, so first of all, here we have the cards. Today we're doing it a little more close and personal so we can see the details of the cards themselves. All right. Here we have the oversized cards, right? I'm going to put them aside a little bit. And here we have the instructions card, right? So this one, two-sided. Let me go. Okay. And I'm going to read this one for you guys so you guys can understand the specifics of this expansion, what's new in this expansion, what these cards have that are different from the regular DC deck building game. And if you would like to see more content like this, please subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section expressing that you would like to see more of these. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get to it. So DC Comics Bombshell crossover pack number 9. The contents are 6 oversized bombshells, superheroes, 8 supervillains, 23 main deck cards, one rules card, which is this one, a randomizer card, and a divider that I'm already using in the multiverse box. So here it says, deal each player a DC Bombshell superhero. Choose any DC deck building game main deck, shuffle it, and then split it in half. Shuffle the 23 new DC Bombshell main cards into one of the 2 piles, and then put that pile on top of the other. You'll see that most of these crossover packs, they usually tell you to do this. So you can see the new cards more often. Sometimes if you're playing a DC regular game, a DC deck building regular game, you will notice that the main deck can pile to around 100, maybe 150 cards. Some people play with everything, much like the time that I played Munchkin with every single expansion that I had. That deck was towering. But anyways, I diverge. This will ensure that your DC Bombshells experience has plenty of crossover. If possible, don't read the supervillains ahead of time. So fair warning, I'm gonna show them here. So if you don't want to see them, if you don't want to get spoiled which supervillains are in the main deck, by all means just skip it, and I'll let you guys know. I'll leave it to the very last part of the video if you don't want to see the supervillains. Okay, but make sure they are in cost order from 8 to 15. You may have noticed that one of them has a blue card back. That's very common as well in the other expansions. That means it's always the final supervillain you will face. The new rules concept, the bombshell attack. Okay, so the bombshell attacks are a special type of attack. They have powerful effects that help you, the person playing the card, rather than harm your opponents. However, an opponent can stop you from benefiting from these explosive effects by using a defense card. When you play a card with bombshell attack, announce its effect to all your foes. Then, starting with the foe on your left and continuing clockwise, each foe has the opportunity to use a defense card to stop the bombshell attack from going off. Once a foe has stopped the effects, no other players may use a defense card to stop it again. Only one defense is required to stop the bombshell attack, no matter how many players are in the game. So right off the bat, we see that the bombshell attack, it's not something that will hinder your opponent. It's something that will actually benefit the player of that card. So it's like an upgrade. The card itself is gonna have its regular bonuses, but the Bombshell attack, it's like a surplus, you know, it's an additional thing. If the Bombshell attack is negated by a foe, you still get all the effects, such as power or draw a card, printed before the Bombshell attack text. The defending player still resolves all effects that are part of the defense, just like they would when they avoid a regular attack. Okay, these cards are considered attack cards for all purposes. Many cards in this set reference attack cards. Please note that the first appearance attack on a supervillain is only considered active when they are revealed from the supervillain stack. They are not considered attack cards unless they also have an attack as part of their cost. As part of their play text. And then they have some clarifications. We'll go over them as soon as we see these cards here. Well, let's go. First of all, we have here the divider, right? It is. This is the one that we're using in the box, right? Back in the box it goes. And here we have the new superhero cards, right? So the first one we have here on top, it's Stargirl, right? Stargirl superhero. They use a very nice font here. Let me get closer so you guys can see it. There you go. Superhero. Very nice. And then it says here, at the end of each of your turns, if you gain 3 or more cards, draw 2 extra cards. Okay, nice. Very nice. 3 or more cards. How often does... Unless you're gaining a bunch of cheaper cards from the purchase line and from the lineup, I don't know. It can be interesting. It can be interesting. It can have some very neat effects if you combo that right. Okay, next we have Batwoman. The little slugger. Batwoman. Yeah, of course, here it is. There you go. Got the Knights. Nice shirt. And then it says, each time you play an equipment, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. If it is an attack card, you may play it. If you do, return it to the lineup at the end of the turn. Wow. So this has this effect is twofold, because you're not only getting information ahead of time, you know which card is going to be in the lineup before the next turn, but you also get to use it if it's an attack. Of course, you won't be able to gain that card because it says you have to return it to the lineup at the end of your turn, so you don't have the chance to gain the card. But at least you know what's coming. Yeah. And it's each time you play an equipment. Holy moly. Holy moly. It's each time, so every time it triggers. Wow. Then we have Mera, which happens to have a clarification. So here, let's first go over her card itself. Here we go, sorry. Beautiful art. That's no longer a trident. Each time you play a hero, choose a foe. That foe cannot avoid your next attack this turn. Wow, nice card for a multiplayer game. Each time you play a hero, so you can shut down everyone on the table. Yeah, you can shut down if you have a bombshell attack and you can combo this. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. So let me check, because we have here a clarification. So let's see here. This ability does not resolve until after the hero that triggered it resolves it. So if you play a hero with an attack, you cannot choose a player to be unable to avoid that attack. You would make the next attack card unavoidable instead. I see. So, oh, yeah, because it says next, right? It says that foe cannot avoid your next attack this turn. So you play that hero has an attack, they can avoid that attack. They still can avoid that attack. It's the next card you play. Okay, I see. All right, Zatanna, Zatara, superhero. The first time any player avoids, let me get this up closer here, because the art is really pretty. Bunny and a monster. The first time any player avoids an attack during each turn, look at the top card of your deck, destroy it, leave it, or put it on the bottom of your deck. Oh, she can clean a deck like no one else. Especially if you're building your deck with enough attacks in there. Oh my god, imagine like a confrontations playthrough. Wow, this can be interesting. So here you have Supergirl, also really pretty art. As soon as I get it right on frame, there it is. It's framed now, sorry. Supergirl. And each time you gain or play a card with cost 5 or greater during your turn, +1 power. Okay. We've seen cards that do something similar to that. All right, nice. And here we have the Kickstarter exclusive. I'm wondering if because they said that this was the entire set was a Kickstarter exclusive, but I'm starting to wonder if it's not the case, because the other cards, they just say crossover 9, but Waller says Kickstarter right here. So this is exclusive. I don't know, maybe I got that wrong. So if I did, sorry for the last video, I said it was expansion was exclusive. So Commander Waller, there you go. +1 power for each attack card you play during your turn. Nice. This is similar to Sinestro, I believe, in the Rivals. The Rivals standalone game. I don't remember now, but yep, fairly common. I mean, it's not like it's something that you're gonna be missing out. I think they made sure that the power for this card wouldn't be something that people would be mad about of not having. You know, like, oh my god, they did this as a Kickstarter exclusive and the card is super powerful. I totally wanted this card. And here we have finally, last but not least, definitely but not least, Wonder Woman. Discard 2 different cards. Double the power of the next card you play this turn. Use only once per turn. Of course, it's only once per turn. Good God, if it wasn't. Double the power of the next card you play. You gotta discard 2 different cards. This is, oh my god. Oh my god, this can get you so much momentum right off the bat. Because in the beginning of the game, you can discard vulnerabilities and punches, things that don't really give you much power. And if you get a really strong card in the beginning of the game, This can go the distance. Wow. Wonder Woman, indeed wonderful. All right, so here we have the bombshells themselves right here. And now let's check out the cards, right? So first thing, I'm gonna remove the supervillains so you guys don't get any spoilers. So supervillains aside, okay. And I'm gonna tell you guys, there is a new Hugo Strange in this deck, okay? And it's already problematic. All right. What have we got here? The Kickstarter exclusive cards. All right. So I'm gonna leave these to be the very last thing before the supervillains. Okay. So there we go. Kickstarter exclusive cards are here, which only tells me that they will probably sell this one afterwards. Just not maybe very soon. Here we have a problem. Wow, look at this. It's a the card came totally damaged. Side of the card is completely busted. Look at this. Didn't get that right. Or maybe I can get a replacement. Maybe. It doesn't really bother me, but it also bothers me. So here we go. Speaking of the little slugger, here we have what it is. Here it is. Can I get this framed around here, maybe ish? Here, yes. All right. So it's an equipment card, +2 defense. Discard this card to avoid an attack. Okay. If you do, put a bombshell attack card from your discard pile into your hand and draw a card. Wow. Wow. They really want those bombshell attacks going off. Nice. Very interesting. So here we have Cosmic Staff. Gain a card with the lowest cost from the lineup. Defense. Put this card from your hand into play to avoid an attack. If you do, play it during your next turn. Okay. So you don't lose the card, right? Put this card from your hand into play to avoid the attack. And if you do, you play it during your next turn. So you can gain a card. It's a defense, and you gain the lowest cost card from the lineup. Wow. How nice. Very thematic. The Cosmic Staff, very thematic. The fact that it's a defense and it gets you something extra, like an additional power, you know, like a cantrip, if you will, you know, because it's the lowest cost card, so it's really thematic the way they did this one. Huntress with a guitar, okay. Huntress holding a guitar. Bombshell attack. Look at the top card of your deck, draw it, and then destroy it. No, draw it or destroy it, sorry. Okay, and discard this card to avoid an attack if you do draw a card. Okay, basic. I see they got lots of because I mean, if you need a defense card to defend against the bombshell attack, and it's not really an attack that it's causing an effect on the opponent, but it's still problematic for the game. You know, it's gonna be an issue if you let that snowball. So there's going to be a lot of defense cards in this. That's what I mean. And if you decide to play this expansion with another base game, make sure that that base game also has plenty of defenses. You know. Maggie Sawyer. All right. Nice. Here we go. Bombshell attack. Look at the top 3 cards of the main deck. Add any number of them to the lineup. And put the rest back in any order. The lineup is getting big. That's what I'm gonna tell you. There are a lot of effects that manipulate the lineup, and your lineup is gonna be bigger than usual for sure. Bombshell attack: play the top card of the main deck, then return it or put it on the. You see what I mean? Batgirls. All right, all of them holding baseball bats. Like this joke is not gonna go away anytime soon. Lois Lane. +1 power, bombshell attack, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. This is great. This is great. Oh my god, and it only costs 3? Well, it's a bombshell attack. You can still defend it. But still, wow. Wow. Catwoman, here we go. Bombshell attack, gain a card from the lineup. Whoa! Okay, we have an MVP. We have an MVP, and of course it's thematic because she's, you know, stealing the card. Wow. Wow, these cards are awesome. Dr. Kimiyo Hoshi. I'm probably butchering this name, so I'm gonna say it in Portuguese, but so it sounds better in Japanese. Dr. Kimiyo Hoshi. Hoshi. Is it Hoshi? Hoshi. Kimiyo Hoshi. So +2 power, bombshell attack, +2 power. What? What? For 4? Really? Oh. These bombshell attacks are going off. Hot Girl. +2 power, bombshell attack. Put an equipment from your discard pile into your hand. Nice. Can create very interesting and specific situations. Here we go. Barda free. Bombshell attack. You pay 2 less to defeat villains and super villains this turn. Very interesting, because we don't have that many cards that reduce the cost of super villains. This is very nice to have. And it's fairly balanced. Costs 5. It's still a bombshell attack, so it can be defended. So it's not really a big deal. Wow, look at this Vixen card. Wow, nice. This is such nice art. Draw a card. Okay. Gain the top card of the main deck and put it in your hand. Wow, no. Oh, come on. Wow, I was worried about Catwoman. Here goes Vixen, gaining the cards and putting them in their hand. Wow, and also draw a card. So, yeah. Gonna get that momentum going. So here we have Raven. Raven, +2 power, bombshell attack. It says it's really small, so I'm gonna try to help you guys here. It says reveal the bottom card of your deck and draw it. Repeat this process until you have drawn 2 cards that share a type of your deck is empty. It can, I mean, the odds of getting tons of cards in your hand, unless you're making sure that you don't have that many similar cards in your deck. And if you do it at the beginning of the game, you're busted, because there's going to be a bunch of punches and vulnerabilities in there. It's not going to work out great. But still, it's +2 power, and at the very least, an additional no, the very least is 2 vulnerabilities in your hand and you're done for. But okay, if you get 2 punches, it's +4 power. But nice. And then we have, what is this? Miri Marvel. Okay, bombshell attack. I cannot believe I'm reading this. This ability is insane. Okay, and it's just that the card only has a bombshell attack. There's nothing else. You play it. If it's not defended, this insanity ensues. Double your current power and any power you generate this turn. and it costs 7. And it's 3 victory points. Of course it is. What? Oh my god. Do we have anything for these cards? Let me check here. I forgot to mention that Stargirl and Supergirl have specific clarifications here. So let's go over these real quick here. It says when you buy a card, you're also considered to gain that card. Do we have to clarify this? At the end of each of your turns, if you gain 3 or more cards, draw 2 extra cards. Yeah, well, I mean, just because it says gain, each time you gain or play a card, because the more I see cards that allow you to gain cards without paying the cost, the more they're making sure that these powers are, they say gain in the text instead of saying buy. You know, purchase, buy, whatever. Because I do believe that there are previous heroes that say whenever you buy or when you buy or something in those lines. And that doesn't clarify what happens when you gain the card without paying for the cost. So I believe that this, although this is not clarified for the other cards that I'm mentioning, it is clarified for these too, so not bad. But it says here that when you buy a card, you're also considered to gain that card. So it's, I think it's both ways. You can think of it both ways, right? So all the heroes, all the other cards, right? We have here 2 equipment cards, and the rest of it were heroes. Now we have locations, and one of them has a clarification, which is this one, the first one, Atlantis. Atlantis says ongoing, each time a foe avoids an attack during your turn, +1 power. If multiple foes avoid a single attack card you play, you will get +1 power for each one of those foes. I see. So it's not per attack, it's per person. Okay. All right. Nice clarification. And then we have London. London, the first time you play an attack, of course they would include London, you know, because it's Bombshell. Right. The first time you play an attack card during your turn, draw a card. Okay. So this include Bombshell attacks because, as I mentioned before, Bombshell attacks are considered attacks. So yeah, nice. Then we have powers. Here, 2 powers, 2 superpowers: water control and heat vision. So here we go. Where we are here, water control. Put up to 2 heroes from your discard pile into your hand. If there are none, +2 power. And heat vision. +2 power, you may play an attack card from the lineup. If you do, return it at the end of the turn. Okay. Which includes Bombshell attacks. Then we have villains. Oh, wow. This is one of the villains that back in the day, like back in the early 2000s, this was one of Batman's villains, right? Opponents. I mean, I'm not gonna say villain. She became a villain during the series. So Whisper there. This is supposed to be a pun with adder, right? Like the snake. +3 power, attack. Each foe discards an attack card. Okay, so it's an attack that makes it discard attacks. Harley Quinn, nice card. Bombshell attack, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. This is good. I love cards that allow you to destroy, to thin out your deck, you know, to destroy the cards. Cheetah. Wow. Nice outfit you got there. +2 power. Bombshell attack. Put a superpower from your discard pile into your hand. This is nice. Alexander Luthor. +2 power. You may put an attack card from your discard pile on top of your deck. If it's a bombshell attack card, you may put it in your hand instead. So you can get the bombshells running. Poison Ivy. This is a really beautiful card. Wow. Nice touch. The background and the rose here. Bombshell attack. Play a card from the lineup, then destroy it. If it's an ongoing card, leave it in play instead. Wow. Why? I'm trying to think about the thematic aspect of these effects. Why would an ongoing? Why does she keep the effects running? It's a location, so it's like she's using her plant powers to, I don't know, overgrown the area. Probably. Okay. And Hugo Strange. So here we go, Hugo Strange. There is a clarification for that. So +2 power, it's a defense card. You discard this card to avoid an attack. If it's a bombshell attack, resolve the effect for yourself. Otherwise, draw 2 cards. So imagine this. Regular Hugo Strange gives you 2 cards. And then they go, no, we can do it better. We can do him as a defense card. Then we can give him +2 power. And if he defends a bombshell attack, then you also get to draw 2 cards. I mean, unless no, sorry. If it's a bombshell attack, you get to use it. If it's any other attack, you get to draw 2 cards. Wow. This is amazing. This is bonkers. All right. So here are the regular cards and the girls. Now we're moving into promo material. Yeah, we're entering promotional grounds. Here we have Kickstarter exclusive cards, Katana. Yeah, amazing art. This is beautiful. +2 power, bombshell attack. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Destroy any number of them and put the rest back in any order. Oh my god. Remember when I said that I love cleaning up my deck? Wow, this is amazing. What else we got here? Batgirl. +3 power, bombshell attack. You may gain an attack card from the destroyed pile and put it on top of your deck. What? Okay. Black Canary, sorry. What? Black Canary. Bombshell attack, you may put up to 3 cards from your discard pile on top of your deck. So these two are fairly similar, although they pick from different piles. Wow. Of course, the discard pile is cheaper. Getting from the destroyed pile is more expensive. All right. Ravager. Oh, the daughter of Deathstroke. Nice. Bombshell attack, destroy any number of non-attack cards in the lineup, refill the lineup. Great card. This is a great card because it's low cost, 2, right? And you get to clean the lineup as often as you play it. Wow. Because remember, in this game, you don't refill the lineup right away. Because I've been playing Star Wars deck building game, and they did such a good work with that game. The game is fast and fun, and one of the things that the game has is that you get to refill the Galaxy Road, the lineup, right away. As soon as you purchase something, you gain something, you're refilling the lineup. Here we go. What do we got here? +1 power, draw a card. So these are magic bracers. Yes. It's a defense card as well. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards. Okay. Not bad. Because you also get to draw a card as soon as you play it. But it's also a defense. You're going to discard it anyway. Instead of drawing 1 card, you're going to draw 3 cards. But you still keep only 1 card. So it's interesting because you're gonna look through these 3 cards and you're gonna get the best one out of that. It gets to discard vulnerabilities, punches, all that jazz, right? Nice. And the randomizer. Yes. Good. Here we go. All the cards. And finally, now, I have, if you wanted to keep the supervillains spoiler-free, this is the time when you leave a comment, you leave a like, you subscribe to the channel, and then you go to the next video. Okay? Otherwise, we're gonna get into spoiler zones. Here we go. The Joker's daughter. Okay. So she's got a bombshell attack. This is not a first appearance attack, it's just a regular attack, but it's a bombshell attack. Put the 3 lowest cost cards in your discard pile into your hand. An ongoing defense. Discard from play to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. Okay, so she becomes a shield, right? Then we have here Tenebrae Soldiers. +3 power, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. First appearance attack, each player discard 2 cards unless they reveal an attack card from their hand. What do we got here? Baroness Paula von Gunther. What a beautiful name. What an amazing name. What an imponent name. Like, you get into a room full of people from all kinds of social and then you go like, who's that? That's Baroness Paula von Gunther. And she just got into the room riding a horse. +3 power, foes cannot avoid your next attack this turn. First appearance attack, each player gains a weakness. The player or players with highest cost card in their hand gains an additional weakness. Wow, yeah. So things are gonna get nasty now because this was the cost 10 villain, super villain. Now it's 11. It's only gonna get uglier. +3 and an additional +2 for each attack card you play or have played this turn. Wow, this is amazing. And what else? First appearance attack. Each player passes an attack card from their hand or discard pile to the discard pile of the player to their left. So, what is this? Are we dancing? Each player who cannot gains a weakness. Okay. So I don't know which villain is this. Never seen this one. Neruz. Don't know this one. Never seen it. First time. I mean, probably a character from exclusively from Bombshells. I never read Bombshells, so. The Titan. We got here +3 power, defense, discard to avoid an attack. If you do, gain a card from the lineup and put it in your hand. First appearance attack. Each player destroys a defense card in their hand or discard pile. Each player who avoids this attack gains 2 weaknesses. What? Oh my god, Mechanical Gods. You may put up to 3 attack cards from your discard pile into your hand if you choose not to, +4 power. First appearance attack. Each player destroys 3 cards in their hand. I mean, this is late game. The last thing you want is someone destroying the cards that you took so long to purchase and gain. Wow. And finally, we have these two. Killer Frost. Nice art for Killer Frost. Is she wearing a... Is this supposed to be like a Russian hat, but made of ice? I think so, yeah. Alright. +3 power. Bombshell attack. Take an additional turn after this one. What? I mean, she costs 14. First appearance attack. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of their deck. Oh my god. These are nasty effects. And finally, General... is it Faora? Faora? I don't know if it's pronounced Faora or Faora. But here we go. Unavoidable first appearance attack. I think I've never seen this. If you guys have ever seen this in another DC deck building, please let me know which one of the expansions has this, because I think I've never seen an unavoidable first appearance attack. Return all destroyed weaknesses cards to the weaknesses stack. Each player destroys an attack in their hands unless they gain 2 weakness cards. Each player destroys an attack card in their discard pile unless they gain a weakness. Yes, it's a weakness extravaganza. Oh my god. Very, very nice. And awful at the same time. Alright, here we go. These are all the supervillains in the Bombshells expansion. So we got everything here. Guys, thank you very much. If you stayed this long in the video, remember to subscribe if you want to keep seeing stuff like this. I'm in a row now because I did the multiverse box, so now we got the Bombshells. Next up, we're gonna see Flash and Reverse Flash, and finally we're gonna see the Injustice box. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.